Have you ever been in a situation where a woman suddenly changes her attitude toward you? One day she's warm and affectionate, the next she's distant, difficult, or even challenging you in ways that seem unnecessary. Maybe she throws a sarcastic comment your way, questions your choices, or even tries to provoke a reaction out of you. Most men don't realize what's happening in these moments, but if you pay attention, you'll start to see a pattern. Women test men, whether they're aware of it or not, and they do it for a reason. It's not to frustrate you or push you away. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Women test men to see who they really are. These tests reveal qualities about a man that words alone cannot. They separate the men who are strong, confident, and grounded from the ones who are easily rattled, insecure, and unsure of themselves. Understanding these tests is crucial, not because you need to game the system, but because when you recognize them for what they are, you won't fall into the emotional traps that most men do. Instead, you'll handle them with ease, and the result? She'll respect you, admire you, and feel drawn to you in a way that's deeper than simple attraction. Let's break down the different ways women test men and what's really happening beneath the surface. Number 1, the attitude test. One of the most common tests a woman will throw your way is the sudden shift in attitude. She might go from being playful and sweet to giving you a bit of an attitude for no clear reason. Maybe she's sarcastic, dismissive, or just acts uninterested. Most men panic when this happens. They either get defensive and argue back, or they go in the opposite direction, apologizing, over-explaining, or trying too hard to get back on her good side. Neither approach works. Why? Because she's not necessarily upset. She's watching how you handle her emotions. Women want to be with men who can handle them, not just when things are easy, but when things are a little more difficult. If a slight shift in her mood makes you emotional or desperate for her approval, that's a sign of weakness in her eyes. But if you remain calm, confident, and unshaken, she takes notice. It signals that you're the kind of man who won't fold under pressure, and that's attractive on a deep level. Number 2, the distance test. Ever had a woman suddenly pull away for no clear reason? Maybe she stops texting as much, cancels plans, or acts less affectionate. This is one of the biggest tests men fail because they respond with anxiety. Most guys chase harder when this happens. They text more, ask what's wrong, or try to win her back. But that's exactly what you shouldn't do. When a woman pulls away, she's often testing your confidence and independence. She wants to see if you'll lose yourself just because she creates a little space. A man who understands his value doesn't panic in these moments. He doesn't chase or beg for reassurance. He stays composed, continues living his life, and lets things play out naturally. This kind of self-assurance tells a woman that you're secure in who you are, and that's what ultimately makes her want to come back. Number 3, the jealousy test. Women will sometimes mention other men, exes, male friends, or even random guys who flirt with them. Why? Because they want to see how you react. Do you get jealous? Do you start acting insecure? Or do you remain confident, completely unbothered by the idea of competition? A man who is easily threatened by other men comes across as weak. He's signaling that he doubts his own value, that he's afraid of losing her. But a man who knows his worth isn't shaken by these games. He doesn't feel the need to compete because he understands that he is the prize. This quiet confidence makes a woman respect and admire you more than any aggressive or possessive response ever could. Number 4, the ambition test. Women are naturally drawn to men who have purpose. If a woman asks about your goals, your passions, or where you see yourself in the future, it's not just small talk. She's evaluating whether you're a man with direction. If your answer is uncertain, vague, or lacking enthusiasm, she'll quickly lose interest. But when you speak with confidence about what you're working toward, whether it's building a business, mastering a skill, or achieving something meaningful, you command her respect. A woman wants to be with a man who is going somewhere. Even if you're still in the process of building your future, your certainty and drive make you attractive. Number 5. The boundaries test. Women will test how much they can get away with, whether it's teasing you, making demands, or subtly crossing your boundaries. It's not because they want to dominate you, it's because they want to see if you respect yourself enough to stand up for yourself. A man who allows disrespect or constantly bends to accommodate a woman's every whim isn't seen as kind, he's seen as weak. But a man who confidently enforces his boundaries without anger or fear, that's a man she respects. If she's late to a date, do you just let it slide every time? If she speaks to you in a disrespectful way, do you call it out or do you stay quiet to avoid conflict? If you can't assert yourself in small ways, she'll assume you won't be able to handle bigger challenges in life either. Number 6. The emotional stability test. Women will sometimes create emotional chaos, whether intentionally or not, just to see how you react. She might complain about something minor, start drama over a small issue, or even criticize you just to push your buttons and gauge your response. In these moments, she's not necessarily looking for you to solve the problem. What she's testing is your emotional stability. She wants to see if you can remain calm, composed, and unaffected by the drama. The right response is to stay grounded and unshaken. When you don't get sucked into the emotional whirlwind, you show her that you're emotionally strong, self-assured, and that you can handle life's ups and downs with grace, qualities she finds deeply attractive. Number 7. The leadership test. Sometimes a woman will test your ability to lead by putting you in situations where decisions need to be made. She might casually ask questions like, "Where do you want to eat?" or "What do you want to do today?" These might seem like simple inquiries, but they carry deeper meaning. A weak man will hesitate, saying, "I don't know, whatever you want." But a strong, confident man takes charge. He makes a firm decision and stands by it, whether it's something small or significant. Women are naturally drawn to men who can lead, who take initiative and demonstrate decisiveness. If you lack confidence in making decisions, she'll subconsciously see you as less attractive. On the other hand, when you lead with certainty, it shows her that you're someone who can handle responsibility and make things happen. At the core of all these tests, women are searching for a man who is secure in himself. They want someone who is strong, confident, and reliable. Someone who doesn't crumble under pressure, but instead rises to the occasion with a calm and composed demeanor. They're not looking for someone who will bend to every whim or try to impress them with flashy gestures or constant validation. What they truly desire is a man who remains authentic to himself, someone whose confidence is unwavering no matter the circumstances. In a world where emotions can shift and challenges arise, the men who stand out are those who can handle anything life throws at them with a steady hand and a clear mind. Women remember the men who don't let drama or pressure pull them off course. These are the men who inspire trust and admiration, not through effortful performance, but through consistent, quiet strength. So, the next time a woman throws a test your way, remember to stay composed and grounded. Stay true to your values and never let anyone's actions or words dictate your sense of self-worth or confidence. Because the men women remember aren't the ones who try the hardest to impress. They're the ones who walk through life with unshakable confidence, rooted in who they truly are. If you're ready to step into your own strength and become the kind of man who leaves a lasting impression, start practicing emotional control and decision-making today. The world and women will take notice. Take action now. Be the man who stands tall and remains calm, and watch how your relationships transform.